Vertigo, the revelation in the room and the descent into hell until the end. Introduction to the revelation. Location: the second floor room of the Empire Hotel, Bath, in an unreal green light. Judy has just completed the ultimate metamorphosis. Blonde, hair swept up in a spiral chignon, grey suit, makeup identical to Madeleine's. Scotty, in ecstasy, kisses her. This is the apparent climax of desire. He has resurrected the dead woman. Now she wears a black suit. She pulls out the Carlota Valdez necklace and puts it around her neck. A fatal, sentimental gesture. It is the only object she kept. Elster's gift after the crime. Scotty watches the jewel. He has just understood that he was the perfect dupe, the fabricated witness to a perfect murder. From this precise moment, Scotty psychologically dies. The man who stands up is no longer the same.
This is a pivotal moment, undoubtedly one of the cruelest and most brilliant in the history of cinema. In Vertigo, the necklace scene lasts only a few seconds, yet it completely shifts the film from a morbid romance to a vengeful psychological thriller. Here is a detailed analysis of this moment of realization, its symbolism, and its fatal consequences. To grasp the impact of the scene, we must recall the context. Scotty, James Stewart, has spent weeks transforming Judy Barton, the ordinary shopgirl, into Madeline Elster, the elegant aristocrat he believed was dead. The transformation is finally complete: the blonde dye, the gray suit, the spiral bun. Scotty is at peace, convinced he has resurrected his lost love. The sequence of events, as they prepare to go out to dinner at Ernie's, the restaurant where he first saw Madeline, Judy asks Scotty to help zip up her dress. In a misguided gesture of trust, she decides to wear one last piece of jewelry to complete the look, the incriminating object. She puts on the heavy ruby necklace that once belonged to Carlotta Valdez. Scotty watches Judy in the mirror. His expression, initially tender and loving, freezes. Hitchcock uses a subjective shot. We see what Scotty sees: the necklace around Judy's neck. Instantly, a flashback, or superimposition, shows us the portrait of Carlotta Valdez in the museum, wearing the very same necklace. Why this moment is fundamental. This instant is the absolute narrative breaking point for Scotty's character. The viewer, of course, has known the truth since the letter seen 20 minutes earlier. Up to that precise second, Scotty believed he was obsessed with a dead woman. He thought he was molding a stranger, Judy, into the image of a ghost, Madeline. When he sees the necklace, he understands a far more sordid truth. Judy is not a stranger he is reshaping. Judy was Madeline all along. The necklace is the irrefutable material evidence of Gavin Elster's plot that if Judy owns Carlotta's necklace, it means she was playing the role of the woman possessed by Carlotta's spirit. The fake suicide attempt, the museum visits, the fall from the bell tower, everything was staged. Scotty realizes he did not fail because of his vertigo. His vertigo was deliberately weaponized to cover up a marital murder. Why does Judy put on the necklace? This is the film's tragic irony. She kept the necklace as a souvenir of her role and of her relationship with Elster, but also because she loved being that elegant woman. Reassured by Scotty's love, she lets her guard down. She believes Scotty loves Judy disguised as Madeline, when in fact he has just realized she is the accomplice in a murder. The moment Scotty sees the necklace, everything changes. He says nothing at the time, but his behavior turns predatory. Instead of going to the restaurant, Scotty drives furiously toward the Mission San Juan Bautista, the scene of the crime. Scotty no longer wants to love Judy, he wants to break her in order to cure himself. He forces her up the bell tower stairs, physically dragging her, to confront her with her lie. It is his fury at being deceived that enables him to overcome his acrophobia and climb to the top. Cornered, terrified by a now deranged Scotty and by the sudden appearance of a shadow, a nun, Judy steps backward and falls into the void. Carlotta Valdez's necklace is the emotional MacGuffin of the film's ending. It transforms Scotty from a melancholy victim into an inquisitorial executioner. It is the object that shifts the film from dream, necrophiliac romance, to brutal reality, police crime, thereby sealing Judy's tragic fate.
Further analysis. Shift from obsessive love, erotomania plus symbolic necrophilia, to sadistic hatred. The necklace is the trigger, fetish object, that causes the transference to flip. The object of adoration becomes the object of loathing. Wounded narcissism, Scotty suffers not only from amorous betrayal but from the humiliation of having been manipulated like a puppet. It is a fatal narcissistic injury. Paradoxical cure for vertigo. He can only overcome his phobia by himself becoming the agent of a woman's fall, a controlled traumatic repetition, but at the cost of destroying the beloved object. Scotty wanted to resurrect the dead woman, Orpheus myth. He becomes Persephone, descended into hell and remaining there. The Carlotta necklace is a totemic object. It carries the transgenerational curse. By putting it on, Judy reactivates the sacrificial cycle. Feminine sacrifice. The woman must die so that the man can see, Gnostic knowledge through the destruction of illusion. Central theme, illusion as the condition for love, Plato, Schopenhauer. As soon as the truth is naked, love is impossible. Too late equals the truth always arrives too late to save anything. Ontological vertigo. The film suggests that identity, of Madeline/Judy, but also of Scotty himself, is a construct, a role. When the role collapses, nothing remains but the void. The necklace is original sin. Judy puts it back on out of nostalgia, just as Eve takes the apple. The final nun is a figure of divine judgment emerging from the shadows. Judy is literally damned. She falls to the sound of the bell. Scotty is a crucified Christ in the final shot with the arms outstretched, but a Christ who killed the woman he wanted to save, a blasphemous inversion of redemption. Vertigo is one of the most violently misogynistic, and at the same time most lucid, films about misogyny. Scotty can only love a dead or fictional woman. As soon as she is alive and guilty and real, he punishes her. The male gaze, Scotty's, but also Hitchcock's camera, literally shapes the woman until she is erased, Pygmalion who kills Galatea. The absolute vertigo. The moment Judy fastens the necklace is one of cinema's greatest points of no return. In 1 second, the film shifts from the most romantic melodrama to the darkest tragedy. All of Scotty's love was just an illusion built upon a murder. All his cure will be nothing but revenge. The final shot, Scotty on the edge of the void, arms crossed, is not a victory. He has overcome his physical vertigo, but he is now condemned to metaphysical vertigo, the void of being, the void of love, the void of self. Vertigo does not tell a story of impossible love. It tells the story of the impossibility of love once one desires to possess the other as an image. And when the image falls, only the fall remains.